Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net, coming to you live from my computer. All right, so let's talk about the wonderful world of cryptocurrency. Hopefully, some of you know under your track record here on the website at quantlabs.net, you can just click on this track record. Then you will receive a series of links for the latest days of trading. We didn't get yesterday traded for some reason or posted, but I can verbally tell you that. But I'll show you up until yesterday. So these are the files you get. We get our P&L. I've talked about this numerous times. Up on the link, you will notice if you are interested in this, I have a book. You can download 2 free PDFs that I give on just various tips on automated trading and knowing how to trade like a boss. Anyways, so here's the latest stats. Excuse me. Okay, so around the 24th of February, our first return we got for the day was 29.5%. And since then, we've been getting excuse me, pretty well double digit returns throughout this file. You see that our win ratio has been pretty high, between 85 to 90%, pretty well consistently. So yesterday we had our first day, actually our second day, where it's not double digit return for the day, but pretty close at 9.67. Yesterday on the 7th of March, we were up 17%. So that's pretty strong. The track record, not much has been changed. It is fairly fluid because it's still early days. It's still been tracking really almost a month now, maybe or thereabouts. Okay, so that's the current track record. So this bot strategy, whatever you want to call it, has been doing really, really good, especially with a win ratio for profit of 85%. Currently, right now, since midnight today on the 8th of March, what we're looking at here. Just give me a second here. Okay, so right now our crypto is mostly up. That's including slightly up Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, as well as Bitcoin Classic and Ethereum. So those are what's working right now. Ethereum Classic is down. All right, so moving over to our for today's trading. Give me a second here because we have now quite a lot of terminal sessions, so they get pretty confusing pretty quick. Okay, so what we're looking at here is P&L for the day so far is we are up 0.728% since midnight. We've only put on looks like 10 positions, and they're not your usual BNB and Litecoin coins. They are other coins that there's about 12, and it's a good variety to make money with. So our win ratio is 80%, which is a lot lower than it normally is, but hey, it's still pretty good. Let me just see something here. I just want to see if I had knocking. I'm not sure if that's somebody commenting or asking something on the stream here. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, so that's where we're at. Let me show you the cryptocurrency market right now. Top 100, as you can see here, it's kind of mixed, mostly down over the last 24 hours. I've been told that there's a way to get the hourly moves on this, so just can't remember how to do it because, well, let me just see here. Ranking. Let's see here. Recently added. It doesn't matter. But yeah, you can definitely do the hourly in there as well. But the exchanges still, I'm still using Binance. I have been checking this lately. OKX is the only one that seems to be, we'll call it a formidable competitor. There's other one, DigiFinex as well. These move up and down all the time, and the only one that seems to be consistent and honest is Binance. But there are some ones that are moving up as well in terms of volume. All right, so that's pretty well that. Once again, if you are interested in checking out the track record on the site, just come into the track record anywhere on the site. Also, if you are interested, I'm going to try to move away from the word bot. I think people get that confused. I had people over the last number of weeks asking about the bot, how they get their hands on the bot, how do they rent the bot. I've checked the pricing on the service. I mean, it's pretty abysmal. I mean, $100. How do you make money as a vendor with these kind of strategies? You can't. That's why. So as it stands right now, here is your courses that we have. I have different levels. So if you want to learn how to build things like Python, using Python and bots and strategies, this course would be definitely for you, because it shows you all the different infrastructure building blocks that are involved to do that. This is the current price. Also, we have, if you're not a program, the quant analytics service as well. I've been tracking the forex and CFD stuff, and I have to tell you, I'm quite impressed with the potential with that as well. It won't be nearly as lucrative as this minute-by-minute strategy we've been talking about all this time, but there is some really good movers in the world of forex. Now, again, I'm not a big fan of leverage, but that is something maybe worth pursuing or looking at. It's just a matter of experimenting and tweaking here. For instance, right now, it's right now 9:50 a.m. my time on Friday, the 8th of March. The only thing I have on my current watch list is for a watch list for Euro and Norwegian krone. I'll check that out in a minute. But going back to the service at $125 a month, you do get the forex, the older crypto, as well as the CFDs. So right now the markets have come off in the last few days and looking really bad since Europe and dragging the ECB has really cut the outlook of Europe. So the markets took a pretty bad hit. So let me just walk you through that. So if you're not a program, we have this one service here called the Quant Analytics. Over the last year or so, a lot of people have been moving out of wanting memberships, monthly services. So what I've decided to do is just put in bundles now, so you can get like a 7-month bundle, a 3-month bundle, or an annual if you like the service. So I'm going to show you and talk about and shift into the world of Forex and CFD right now. So if I go over to TradingView, which I did this last night, the only currency pair right now that's worth trading is the Euro and Norwegian krone. Just see if we can line that up properly, please. Thank you. And we're using Oanda. For crypto, I use both Binance. So I'm also using the Euro and what do we got here? Okay, here we go. So we have Oanda as our data source right here on TradingView, and this is the only pair that's worth trading. I did check the US dollar and the Swede krone, and it looked pretty good. This one, not so strong. It's up a little bit right now, as you can tell. So let's do a 5-day, for instance. So it's been pretty consistent. I think that's due to the markets have been coming off, and this is a safety trade. There's been a safety trade between, as I said, the USD and Swedish krone, and then I'm also seeing potentially Eastern Europe as well outside of the euro. So that, as you can see, is moving up. So if we look at our 1 day here, again, it's been moving up. So this is the potential I'm talking about. So then we also factor in the CFDs. There's 3 that I'm listing right now. Let's get them in order here. So the first one would be the US 30-year bond as the one place to be, which would make sense if the markets are doing really bad. As you can see, they are. USB, now again, this is a CFD. So, it's still loading. You can see the markets are not looking pretty good. S&P's down, Nasdaq's down, crude oil's majorly down. But let's just see here. US 30. There's not enough liquidity, I don't think, on this from the Oanda 30 USB 30-year bond. There might not be enough liquidity on this. Again, this is just experimentation and tweaking for what you can and cannot trade, but there might not be enough liquidity in this. But it is currently down, but it has spiked up now. Let's see the 5-day. See, it's been moving up a little bit, but it's come off over the last few minutes. So let's check out then. There's the Deutsche 10-year bond. 10-year, yeah, right here. 10-year bond. That's Oanda. CFD again. So these are defensive plays for sure as the markets come off. But you can see though, if I take the same approach as I'm doing with the this minute-by-minute strategy, it can definitely work. The other one was India 50 index. So let's check out that. India 50 last week. It was China 50. It was doing quite well. Right here, Oanda. Okay. Let's see how that's been doing. Again, we'll just care about the last 5 days. So it has gone up, and it's gone into this range bound, and it's definitely lost its momentum. But on the 1 day, I wouldn't get too excited by it looking at something like that. So let me check out what I consider the old strategy for the crypto. So there's 2 right now on WAN BTC. That would be using, let's say, Binance. Now, I'd only trade this the most an hour. Wouldn't do anything 5-15 minute. So let's see what this is saying. So it's up 12% buy signal. So if we do again our 5-day outlook, you can see that big spike there. That's pretty big. So again, this clearly could be a winner as well. And this is all part of the quant analytics service as well. So I brought that up. So you get a lot of stuff with this thing. I mean, I had somebody over yesterday. They were quite overwhelmed for what you get, and I'll help guide you to make these decisions on what you'll make money with. But again, we're using the same factors for the minute by minute. The only difference is the time frame. Humans cannot trade on a minute by minute basis. They might be able to do it on one particular asset, but they can't do it over the fast moving crypto pairs out there that this thing can watch. You can watch all 400 plus on Binance. All it cares about usually the top 20 that are moving. Not only that, with the 60-minute using, let's call it a screener technology, there's more opportunity with them as well. So that's why I do it. That's why it's automated and it works well. As I said, you can't do it as a human, but if you're not willing to put the programming skills to, we'll just call it change your life for the positive. You're not willing to go that route by learning the programming. That's why you can do the analytics here that I've been talking about. So hopefully this will show you, these videos will walk you through the complete detail of what it contains. Pretty involved, but it's quite a bit. Anyways, unless, let me see, I don't think there's going to be questions on here. Let's stream here, hang on here. Let's see here. Well, we got, one viewer. Thanks for watching, one like. Lucky me. Thank you. But it's been 15 minutes of fun. I'll be hopefully doing these more. I might do more specific ones, but hopefully you've seen some of the potential there. And we shall end it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.